everyone's increasing their prices on every front and saying, why isn't anyone having children? Gee, I wonder.
I cannot be the only fucking one who has considered himself a patriot their whole life and supported their country that fucking hates it here. I hate it here.
I go back to work, I lose my food stamps, I lose my health insurance, and we're only getting $100 back on taxes. And this is why people don't want to work.
He moved to Thailand 6 years ago, and he said the number one question he used to always get from his friends was, why are you leaving America?
What I've found as I'm looking at the cost of rentals is that for a 2-bedroom apartment, they want often between $2,300 and $2,800.
All right, guys, we're having a major problem here. The time is 8:23 in the morning. Me and Paulie have to head back out so early because I thought the crab I bought yesterday was going to be enough for one sitting, so it wasn't. So I have to go back and buy some more, the bigger one this time. So, problems in Thailand, although they're not the same in the States, this is unacceptable. It just is. And Paulie needed to go out. I'm not going to tell you, her problems, but she needed to get out of the condo. She's worrying about stuff that doesn't need to be worried about. But that's called being a woman.
When do you think they'll get it? When do you think they're going to understand that people cannot afford the lives that they want? They can't afford the children. The generations will continue to get smaller. People will continue having fewer children. When do you think that's going to happen? It's not a matter of, it's just a minor dip. It's a matter of the fact that people can barely make it work on their own. Or if you're in a situation like myself, I'm finally making really good money. I'm not going to immediately funnel that to a freaking kid. No, absolutely not. And yet the cost of living is still insane. Inflation's still insane. Housing still insane. And it's they just think that they can continue to escalate on every front and everyone's still going to comply. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to collapse. I just don't understand why this is all coming as a surprise for them. They just think they can squeeze more and more and more. Everyone's increasing their prices on every front and saying, why isn't anyone having children? Gee, I wonder.
Now, this is how scary it's gotten. This woman is speaking about how much more money she's making. Probably she's up there with the most money she's made in her life. And if you've been paying attention, we all see that childbirth is down in the States. And this is one of the reasons why. She's speaking her truth. It's obviously, being facetious. Not about getting crab. I'm going back to get some crab right now. But that's the great thing about living abroad, that you can get out at 6 in the morning, 6 at night, 2 in the morning. I love being retired. Only bad thing about it is time's not on my side. What I got? Hopefully 20, 30 years. That's pushing it, but I have a great spirit about things. Stress. It's hard to get me stressed, even at the most severe and what other people will be vulnerable about. As long as I have my health and I have some kind of financial stability, I'm cool. Everything else, either I'll work it out, it'll work itself out, or it won't. And I'll just have to take the L. So far I'm taking the win. The fact that I have 2 feet on the ground and my lungs still work.
So I'm getting ready to sell my 4-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom home in Michigan. And currently my mortgage payment is around $2,300. I thought about buying. The market to buy is absolutely psychotic. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll just rent for a year or so. and save some money and that will be great, right? No. Absolutely not, because what I've found as I'm looking at the cost of rentals is that for a 2-bedroom apartment, they want often between $2,300 and $2,800. All of the people that help our society operate, who make $50,000, $60,000 a year or less in many cases, they need a place to live. And I am honestly just on a daily basis, increasingly more and more disgusted with what this country has become. Because I can tell you, in that same city, in Ann Arbor, Michigan, in 2011, I paid less than $700 for a 1-bedroom apartment, pretty close to downtown. And literally 15 years later, it's quadrupled. I mean, I don't know. I can tell you right now that the wages sure haven't quadrupled. So good luck. Like, I don't know what we're going to do.
In reality, she's finding out how expensive apartments and condos in the States are. So she's damned if she does, she's damned if she doesn't. It's that bad. I don't know how expensive it is in the States. As much as I would like to stay out all day, if you come out early, you can stay out here a couple hours. But past noon, maybe 1, it gets too hot, too quick, for too long. There's no one out now, or people are starting to get out, rather, I should say, later on. Maybe a few hours from now, you're not going to see many people out. At least you'll see the Thais out. Thais are accustomed to the heat. When I'm home, we're in the condo, that air conditioner is never shut off. I don't care about the bill. I care about the comfort. But you know what? I don't think I've had a bill for electricity over $100. Back in the States, in the summer at least, my bill was around $300, or a little over, and that's for a house. Told you I ain't playing. Come back out here for some crab, for more crab. I got the crab where it's all meat and nothing but the meat, no shell, putting ice in it. But Paulie lies to me.
Last one, you know that.
Yeah, it's the last one, and it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning. Baby, wait a minute. Why'd you lie to me? And
I want to come by here, but
yeah, but you didn't tell me it was so expensive. Did you buy that for me before?
yes,
Yeah, but you don't tell me it's 2,000 baht.
not 2,000, 1,100.
Oh, damn. Still. All that crab?
But
All right.
I there 250 baht.
Yeah.
But I think expensive more than.
So for 1,100 baht, which is around 30 bucks, maybe 32, and there's no way I'll be making crab salad, freestyle eating crab. Yeah, I'll be eating that crab. She'll have to freeze that. I'll be eating that crab for a week. Maybe I'll show you when we get home. But you guys saw it. So anyway, I won't start this again, guys. But I did want to prove to you that, the lobsters were very inexpensive. Baby, I think I saw 3 lobsters you can get for 1,000 baht. See, right here. See? 3 for 1.
Today no 8 meal.
3 for 1,000, 2 for 700. You can have them cook here.
But I not eat meat today.
Oh, you don't eat meat?
I cannot be the only fucking one who has considered himself a patriot their whole life and supported their country that fucking hates it here. I hate it here. I'm about to lose my shit. Only income for a family of 5. I can break my back, work 2 jobs when I have to, work side jobs. I make pretty good money as a carpenter for the union. And I'm over here breaking my back to even have Christmas or do anything. And this is the greatest country in the world. It's not. I can't do it anymore. I cannot be the only one who's literally about to just go buck wild crazy and do some drastic ass shit and just say f it all.
He's being extreme, but everyone has a breaking point. He has children, he has a wife, he's busting his butt, he's working hours until he can't work anymore, obviously. Hopefully he's just speaking out of frustration, because when you get to this point, it gets really scary really fast. See, this is Polly's selfish. She thinks of herself. We came out here to buy me crab, and I asked her, are you buying something for yourself? She said no. How much is the pineapple? How much pineapple?
I have to do kilo.
Yeah. I want to see how much she's spending on herself, and she said
80 baht.
80 baht. Wow. See, this life I thought was about me. Paulie's pretty much ruined my day by starting off ruining my morning. I mean, I'm so tired of people, you know, who go out and they're thinking about themselves. So let me see if I can come in here and get an ice cream cone. And let's see if she's selfish and she wants something too. No. See, guys, I came in here to get an ice cream cone, and then Paulie got something too. That's just called selfish, man. These Thai girls aren't like what people think. So we spent another 55 baht getting some ice cream. It's less than $2. An ice cream and a strawberry boba. How much?
I order super mango sundae.
And strawberry boba?
And yes.
So you order this?
Yes.
And what else?
So here and here.
And here too? So
and you 15 baht.
yeah, mine 15 baht. Yours 75 baht. So we spent a total of 90 baht. Yeah, I know. You keep spending money. So it's aggravating me. We ain't got no ice cream money. When did I ever tell you we got ice cream money up in here? Don't do this, guys. Second guess, do your research. If you ain't got no ice cream money for a chick, don't get with her, man. Don't do that.
So please tell me how it makes any freaking sense that as a stay-at-home mom, I had $500 in food stamps, I had health insurance for my entire family, and we got $7,000 back on taxes. I go back to work, I lose my food stamps, I lose my health insurance, and we're only getting $100 back on taxes. And this is why people don't want to work, because why am I working my butt off and losing all that stuff and still living paycheck to paycheck when I was living paycheck to paycheck before, but I at least had food stamps and health insurance and got $7,000 back? Yeah, how's that math then? Yeah.
Guys, we're heading back to the condo. Let me see. All right, this was like 3 times more big, but this chick wanted a bite of it. All right, guys, we left out in the morning and, you know, to run one errand. And this lady, we're still not home yet. And this lady, she doesn't eat meat on Tuesdays. So she stopped at some vegetarian, hole-in-the-wall, out in the jungle place to get some vegetarian crap. Do not ever get a Thai girlfriend. I'm warning you guys, don't do it. If you want to sit on your butt, relax while you're retiring, and never move, don't get a Thai woman. And I mean that. How are you going to get some food to go out in the jungle? And where the hell did you find this restaurant that is just off the map?
Yes, the number one reason not to get a Thai girlfriend is because they will keep you active. They will not let you sit on your butt.
The new American dream is to leave America. That's the new American dream. You know, I've been following people on TikTok who have moved to other countries, and this one guy I follow, he moved to Thailand 6 years ago, and he said the number one question he used to always get from his friends was, why are you leaving America? And now, all he hears from his friends when they write him or call him is, how can I leave America? It's funny how things have changed so much in 6 years. Not funny. Sad. Really sad how things have changed in 6 years. I mean, this is now the third world country. America is a third world country. Isn't that nice? We all now live in a third world country. Sick. And it ain't getting any better. That's for sure. I mean, people move to these other countries because it's safe. You don't got to worry about bang, bang every day, you know, if you got kids. I mean, I don't, but I mean, people that have young children today, like sending their kids to school, you say goodbye to them in the morning and it's like, this really could be goodbye. Healthcare, forget about healthcare. Even before these subsidies go away, you know, so many people paying $500 a month, $900 a month, $1,200 a month last week. Now, everybody getting these letters in the mail, their premiums double, triple, quadruple. You know, I was posting, I think, the other day about this girl. She's running for Congress or like a House seat. I forget what state she's in. Anyway, she just got her Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it was up 546%. Nobody could. Who could pay these premiums? I mean, it's literally, you got to choose between healthcare, you know, your mortgage, your rent, or food. You got to have food. More than likely, you want a roof over your head, so can't do all three. So it's going to be healthcare, just people living without healthcare. God forbid you get hurt, go to the hospital, you're done. Your house that you may have owned will now belong to them. It's crazy. So yeah, sadly, the new American dream is to leave.
Yeah, this guy here, he's talking about someone he followed online that has moved to, you know, where I moved to Thailand. Family and friends are no longer questioning me. I learned, guys, you know, when I'm out, Polly never lets me go home. Always one more thing. What we were doing, one of the ladies, she doesn't have a phone. I mean, she is as poor gets, poor thing. So we never had to buy a business phone for the business. So Paulie's in here buying her a phone, letting her know, you know, she can call her family, let her know she's safe, call her kid. Anyhow, you know, get her phone where she can call back home. The poor girl is scared when she can't contact anybody. You know, she doesn't want to lose face and ask the other girls if she can use their phone. So we're buying her phone for the business, making her fully aware that it's the business's phone. If she bails, you'll be a phoneless mother.
I'm going to save time, so I made a list, but we're Americans. We moved from America to another country. We can leave our kids at play places for several hours at a time while we shop and not have to worry about kidnapping. Hospitals are free, and if we go to a private hospital or like an overnight ER stay at the private hospitals, might cost you like $180. Don't pay taxes, tax-free income. The price you see at the store is the price you pay. Gas is roughly a little over $1 a gallon. Our apartment came fully furnished, utilities and internet included, a seaside view, and it's still cheaper than our mortgage that we had in Southeast Kansas. In America, yeah, I said in America. We can buy a brand new fully loaded SUV for about $18,000. We can leave our bags and electronics sitting anywhere, come back, and they'll still be there. The American dream is not to stay in America anymore.
I thought leaving the country was going to be like the biggest culture shock. Turns out the biggest culture shock was actually moving back to America, man. So we've been back, back in the States from Thailand. We lived in Thailand for 9 months straight. Completely 90 days since we've been back, like trying to get back to used to driving a car. But off real, just the prices, man. Like the first day we touched back down, like we spent $300 immediately. And that doesn't sound like much because we're used to spending that here. But man, like in Thailand, that was my rent for the month. So I legit just dropped my rent payment.
Seems like he's overwhelmed, or at least sad at the least, that he has left Thailand and he's back in the States and he's noticing the prices.
We know things are changing in the U.S. I acknowledge leaving is a privilege. Not everyone can do it. Many don't want to. Some want to stay and fight. Some want to stay because they have to or have other obligations. I get it. If you're staying, what is the plan? How do you plan to protect your income, protect your families, protect your food supply? What adjustments do you foresee you having to make? This is not to prove anything to anyone or to convince anyone of anything. This is strictly crowdsourcing because everyone does not have the privilege or the desire to leave. If you're staying, how are you going to do it? Someone else needs your idea. It's good to know that other people are working through and thinking through what's going to be required as things deteriorate. How will you adjust to these changes? Whether we leave or stay, we need a plan and we need each other.
As an American, there are some things that you can truly never fully understand until you leave the United States. I moved out of the United States 2.5 years ago, and since then, there have been moments where certain things happen that completely and utterly break everything that I've ever known. And today, one of those things happened. I'm currently living in Germany, and very recently, I just got a part-time barista job. It's completely a part-time thing and just something for me to make some extra cash on the side. And I literally cannot even work more than 20 hours a week per my resident permit. And I haven't even started working yet, but there are some things about this job that have already broken me in a good way. As I'm in talks with the boss trying to get this job, I'm expecting okay, we'll do an interview or something and they can see if they like me or not. And the boss emails me about they don't do an interview, they do a tryout day, and they're telling me come in for the tryout day and see if you like it and if you fit in with the environment well. And when I went in for the tryout day and all went really well and stuff, the boss asked me at the end, so if you feel good about this job, if you like it, if it suits you well and you think you might want to stay here, then just write me an email and let me know by Tuesday or whatever. And they're not saying anything about whether they even like me or not. All the focus seems to be on whether I like the job and I want to stay there. I ended up having to ask well, do you like me? My German isn't so good, so is it okay or is it a problem? How do you feel I fit in with the environment? And only then did I hear from the boss that yeah, they liked me too. And then as we're going through the hiring process, the first thing that they tell me is okay, the paperwork should be ready to sign in 2 weeks. First things first, I need a little bit of information from you. And the first thing she asked me was, when do you want to take your vacation days this year? Literally the first thing that they asked me. Guess how many vacation days I get for a part-time 20-hour-a-week barista job? I am allotted 36 vacation days, or 6 weeks in a 6-day work week schedule. 6 weeks. The thing that broke me today was an email from my boss telling me that not only is it possible for me to go on the public healthcare system, but it's literally required for me to. For context, this has never been possible for me before, and since I turned 25 and moved outside of the United States, I've only been able to have essentially travel insurance. And now through the German public healthcare system, I can pay into it and then see pretty much any doctor that I want to, as long as they have an available appointment for free or pretty much free. And the amount that you pay into it is like 100 euros a month.